Well, it's been a couple days. I think I'm now on day 10 on the update of my estrogen patch and chronic cough. So, interestingly, Christmas morning I coughed a little bit. And then yesterday, holy man, it was rough for a couple hours in the morning. And now today, totally fine again. So, it's really kind of an interesting process. I think I'm going to do a little digging into estrogen receptors and see what's happening here. Because when I did some research on that a while back, it talked about estrogen receptors and it can take a while for them to start connecting to estrogen if you haven't had estrogen in a while. But I have had estrogen, but I kind of had a dip after my hysterectomy, and now I'm adding more again. So does it take as long, like the 3 to 6 months? But again, we haven't really studied this in women. So I don't know if I'll find a ton of studies out there. I remember following Dr. Mary Claire Haver. She talked about when she was writing her book, The New Menopause, and she looked at the number of studies when she searched, I think it was PubMed, I don't know, something like millions if you looked up pregnancy, right? And then, then she looked up menopause, and it was like maybe 100,000 or some crazy number. And now she just recently finished or is writing her new perimenopause book. And perimenopause, it was like maybe 10,000. I can't remember what the number was. Now I'm gonna have to go look it up. But we just don't have the data on this stuff. So I'm gonna go do some digging to see why I'm just having some challenges here. What is the timing it takes to get your body adapted to estrogen changes to address these symptoms? Because we do have estrogen receptors everywhere. And so that binding factor, I don't want to get too much into the sciencey part of it, but I am curious why some days I'm totally fine, no coughing, and then the next day it's I just was coughing like crazy, like I said, on I think it was the 26th. But again, last year after I got my hormones optimized, like I stopped coughing completely for months and months. So it's really kind of a fascinating process. So anyway, I will keep you posted and hope everybody had a lovely Christmas if you were celebrating.